Okay, but Dobby, you're dating a sorting hat. Don't do that. Hey everyone, my name is Nicole, obviously. But today we're going to read Dobby's sorting hat fanfic. Yeah, so I mean I already read Drapple, you know, Draco and Apple fanfiction. That was absolutely amazing. Loved it. Wow. And then I realized Dobby and Sorting Hat existed. Like the ship. So that was interesting. And I went to look online. And on Wattpad I found... well, it's just Dobby and the Sorting Hat. That's the name. Very interesting. I will read the summary for you. Dobby had always wanted clothes, but never like this. That sentence got me, you know. I already read it, by the way. As the young house elf Dobby lives at Hogwarts, he finds love with none other than the Sorting Hat itself. However, things start to get mixed up when 50-year Harry Potter gets in the way of Dobby's feelings for the Sorting Hat. So, seems interesting, right? I'm very excited to read this. Why does that sound so sarcastic? I didn't mean to make it sound sarcastic, but maybe I kinda am sarcastic, but oh well. Maybe it's a good fanfic. Who knows? It seems like the summary is really well written. So my nose is so itchy. Chapter 1. Dinner date. Dobby breathed in the scent of the tomato sauce. Its savory yet sweet basil was the perfect addition. The Sorting Hat would love it. He covered the spaghetti in a thick sauce and topped it with parmesan and homemade meatballs. Yes, it would be his favorite dish yet. Dobby brought the steaming dishes out. Yes, Sorting Hat said in a way that sent shivers down Dobby's spine. Okay. It wasn't hard to see why Dobby had fallen for him. So handsome, so soft. Dobby giggled as he set the plates down. It was quite odd to see the Sorting Hat eat. How does a Sorting Hat eat? How does a hat eat? A fork floated in the air and moved its way to his mouth. Somehow it disappeared. Yes, somehow. Dobby watched his mouth as he ate. So smooth, so soft. He could only imagine how the velvet felt on his lips. It made Dobby want to kiss him more. Do you like it? Dobby batted his eyes. He tried to look seductive, but he wasn't sure the apron did a trick. Maybe you should have worn the silk socks. No! Okay, maybe he should have worn the silk socks he'd be saving. Who knew that they'd get to that night? Hugging was one thing, but Dobby was ready for the next big thing, snogging. Oh, okay. So they didn't have the sexy times yet. It's good. It's something. I'm kind of relieved. Or not. I mean, that means that I'll still have to read that part. We will see. Okay. Unfortunately, Dobby had to wait. Neither Dobby nor the Sorting Hat had ever been in a relationship. But it was new to both of them. Sorting Hat wanted to take it slow. But Dobby liked it fast and dangerous. Stop! He fantasized about how soft Sorting Hat's lips when he finally kissed him. Yes, he said slowly, just like the way he liked his relationship. I love it as much as I love you. Okay. Dobby winked. Speaking of love, an invisible voice pushed him back. Dobby, I already told you. Hugging is a big stretch for me. Can't you just wait? But Sorting Hat, life is short, why not? And Dobby could almost see Sorting Hat roll his eyes. It made him love him more, if that was possible. Dobby, we've been over this. I'm over 1,000 years old. You're going to have a long life. We will be together for a long, long time. A door creaked open. Dobby magicked the table along with the food away. Professor Dumbledore stepped into his office. Dobby, what are you doing here? Behind his back, Dobby conjured a feather duster. Just cleaning your office, Professor. Dumbledore frowned. I have a special house elf for that, to do that. Dobby cleared his throat, looking for an excuse. He was sick, sir. Dobby is cleaning your office today. Wait, maybe I should, make his voice a little higher. Dumbledore cleared his throat. Well, I will leave you to your cleaning. He closed the door behind him. Dobby breathed out a sigh of relief, but Sorting Hat had crumbled. You shouldn't have lied to the headmaster, Dobby. Dobby clenched his fists. Professor Dumbledore does not own Dobby. Dobby just wanted to have a nice day with Sorting Hat. Oh wow, I'm impressed by myself. Okay. Sorting Hat sighed. Dobby, we have so much time to go on dates. Why don't you go back to the kitchen and do what you were meant to do? Excuse me? Excuse me, Sorting Hat? What? Sorting Hat? Tears pricked at Dobby's eyes. How dare Sorting Hat talk to Dobby like that? Dobby ran to his bedroom and put on a fresh pair of socks. Maybe Sorting Hat was having a bad day. Sorting Hat wasn't that cruel. Sure, he had old-fashioned values, but he proved he was better by agreeing to date Dobby, right? He must have had a bad day. Dobby wouldn't put it against him. Dobby was so lost in his thoughts, he almost bumped into a pair of students walking in the class. Quickly, he hid behind a plant. House elves were supposed to be invisible. Taking a closer look, Dobby realized it was Harry Potter. Dobby just adored Harry Potter. However, he didn't want to interrupt whatever he was doing, so Dobby watched from afar. Harry Potter was red in the face and stammering. Alarmed, Dobby wondered if something was wrong, but no, he was just talking to a girl. Joe, I was wondering, would you like to go on a date with me? Okay. Joe looked confused. Sorry? Dobby understood Harry Potter. If Dobby were there, he would say yes, he would love to. No. He would love to. That Joe girl didn't deserve Harry Potter's heart. Dobby did. Okay, but Dobby, you're dating a Sorting Hat. Don't do that. Dobby quickly shook his head. What was he thinking? Dobby couldn't be Harry Potter's boyfriend. There were laws against that, but Dobby couldn't help having fantasy of them actually snogging for once, despite that it was illegal. Harry Potter had never shown any romantic interest towards Dobby, and Dobby was already in a relationship. Love was very complicated for Dobby the house elf. Dobby. Sucks to suck, boy. Chapter 2. Kitchen thoughts. It brought tears to his eyes just thinking about it. Sorting Hat hadn't talked to him since. In his yearly song, he he sang of the horrors that would come and banding together. He was probably troubled with the thought of Voldemort on the loose. Dobby gave him space. For the 100th time, one of the house elves tried to get Winky out of his stupor to help them make dinner. "Winky, you can't drink butterbitter forever. You will die," said the house elf in a squeaky voice. I tried. A house elf has no purpose without master. Her eyes were bloodshot and dead. I can't do these voices, okay? I'm really bad at it. And Dobby wondered what she would look like if she had a little love in her. Even the ache of missing someone you loved made you have life. It was natural, but she blocked it out with the butterbeer she so dearly depended on. Dobby hoped she found someone, and soon. The elves sent the food up and ate a little themselves. Sometimes Dobby wished he was a normal house elf, wanting to work and not have feelings like he did. The only reason house elves stayed together was to preserve the family line. Dobby wanted something more than that. Aww. Maybe it was because he had never known his parents, who died at a young age. Dobby was only told to shut up and do work by his masters. He often thought of breaking free, becoming just like a wizard. The other house elves didn't understand. The values they had were old-fashioned and restricted. Dobby just wanted to be free, to love, to hate, to work. If he didn't stay with Sorting Hat, who knew what he was going to do in later years? And then there was Harry Potter, his savior, the boy who lived. He loved Harry Potter with all his heart, but Harry wasn't legally allowed to fall in love with Dobby. Dobby wasn't sure if he even wanted to. Okay. Despite the loss, Dobby couldn't stop loving Harry Potter, but he also couldn't stop loving the Sorting Hat despite both of their problems. To Dobby, their problems made them more interesting to be with. He twirled some spaghetti around his spoon and relished the feeling of being in love. It was a privilege not everyone had. Who do you have to be happy about, Dobby? Oh, what do you have to be happy about, Dobby? Winky's thrilled voice called. There's no purpose here. But Winky, there's love. A few of the house elves shifted uncomfortably. His new concept bothered him. Dobby didn't care. Winky snorted. What love? House elves aren't supposed to love anything. Who do you love? The Sorting Hat? The room grew quiet. It was the most Winky had talked in weeks. A dark green blush came to his face. So what if I do? Dobby replied. At least I'm not heartless like you. I don't know. I don't know why I did that face. It felt like I had to do that face, you know. Kind of matched it with the, I don't know. Dobby stormed off to his room, where there was a wardrobe full of socks he could try on. Socks always made him feel better. He felt around for a pair he hadn't worn in a while. All the way in the back he felt it. They were a rough, stretched out pair. It had tasteful yellow coloring, though Dobby thought at one point they were white. They were the socks Harry Potter got him for Christmas. No! He breathed in the sweaty smell and slipped them on his feet. This was love. This is what he wanted. Socks from Harry Potter in exchange for love. So much love. It was spilling out his ears. This is what he wanted. Sorting Hat filled his memory. They'd been in a relationship for 3 years now. They couldn't just give it up for a wizard. Dobby remembered his harsh words and how Harry Potter wouldn't talk to him like that. How was he going to love both of them? I'm super tired right now. It seems like I'm always tired. I mean, I am though. Yeah. Subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to comment. And if you have any more fanfics you want me to read, if you want me to read like a few chapters of those fanfics, like just put them in the comments and I will check them out. Thanks for watching and I will see you next time. I don't know. Bye.